Hello fellow Total Warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to another online battle from Warhammer 2. So this time we're playing against the Gobo Slayer, or else known as Dr. Nick lately. And yeah, we're having the Greenskins and we're up against the Skaven in a really small map, as you can see, which is gonna be somewhat in my favor, but then again it's also not easily accessible. Because there's these barriers, natural barriers over here, just forcing me to separate my forces, which, well, it's not gonna be good for me because it's all infantry, and he can drop on me with doom wheels and stuff like that. Anyway, though, I think it's gonna be a fun matchup. So over here we get just the Mage Marauders and some Forest Goblin Spider Riders, nothing fancy. We also got the front line of a couple of Night Goblins, just because with the WAG they become such formidable fighters, and also they apply poison, which is quite nicely needed in the front line when the Black Orcs go in. We also got 2 units of Black Orcs, the Crimson Killers over here, which have been buffed lately. They also have the extra HP compared to the same with the Black Orcs, the normal ones, because previously they had like 5k if I am correct, and how many? 15 less models, which made it a lot hard for these guys to survive, and they weren't any good, to be honest. So over here we get also 2 units of Night Goblin Archers. I just wanted as much poison as I could get, so I thought why the hell not send these guys. We also got some Squig Herd over here, which I don't usually quite bring, but I think they're a nasty pick, and they can it depends on the matchup. Sometimes they can be great, sometimes not. But over here I think it's gonna be fine, because as you can see he's gonna try to hold me in place over here in order to shoot me with catapults. So this guy's just chewing through that infantry, and the terror from the Arachnarok is gonna come in quite handy. Anyway, so we also got an Arachnarok spider over here, not the queen, you know, 380 weapon strength, 150 armor, poison attacks, quite a powerhouse. But yeah, let's see if we can keep it alive against all this fire from the warp lightning cannons and such. Over here we got Wurzag, what else, and also a Goblin Big Boss on a spider, just to apply poison in case he gets into a duel. And why I like this combo is because the Wurzag can actually buff him with just the Fists of Gork, or here we go, but I like the Fists of Gork better for the Goblin Big Boss, and automatically he just becomes such a beast with increased 26 and 27 melee attack. He's gonna be hitting any ass quite hard. So that's it for the main army, and also from the other side we got two Wolf Riders Vanguard deployed in order to harass any backline. But as you can see, for my opponent's forces we got some Chip Slave Spears in the front, followed by some Clan Rats with shields, and some Poison Wind Globadiers actually over here, which are the anti-large, right? So these guys are gonna be the #1 threats, along with this cannon for my queen. We also got more spears over here, and back here we got 2 units of Plague Claw Catapult, protected also by Skaven Slave Spears, a lot of them actually, some Death Runners also, and some Storm Vermin with shield. And what's that over here? Yeah, some more Clan Rats with shields. And did I forget? Yeah, he's got a Doom Wheel as well, so the terror is gonna be great against my low level goblins, not the Black Orcs and such. So immediately I'm not gonna try to get on the flanks. I decide I need to push through this place immediately. I'm trying to dodge the Warp Lightning Cannon. That's why I'm just steering my queen all over the place, just trying to avoid the fire, as you can see. And I think he's just gonna change target. So over here what I wanna do is just drop like a bomb on these Skaven slaves immediately. I don't wanna hit the WAG, because it's just gonna get wasted against those guys. So the Black Orcs are gonna get there, the queen is also gonna come, the Squigs are gonna go on the other side, and these guys will almost immediately terror out. They're not gonna be able to withstand this tide over here, and as you can see that's the case. So that's gonna give me the option to advance. I knew that I would take fire because I'm blobbed up at the moment, but I was counting that I'm gonna hit him so hard that he won't have the chance to get a couple of good shots in, and this is what happened. We crushed him in a matter of seconds. Now the Y is gonna be popped, although I think it's still prematurely, but at least we're gonna go through that line as well, because this is Clan Rats, it's not slaves. They're gonna last a little bit longer than their poor counterparts. So I broke that first wave immediately. I needed something to break the second wave immediately. Over here I misplay a little bit my queen. The Warp Lightning along with the Globadiers are just gonna mess it apart. The balance of power massively in my favor. The Wolf Riders, I'm trying to find a good place for them to go, but all of his cannons are quite defended from all sides. So I'm just gonna send them over here to get on top of these Poisoned Wind Globadiers. Immense fire from all angles. All of my units are really blobbed up over here, but finally I'm just... And even Wurzag has taken some fire from the Warp Lightning Cannon, and he's having some problems. At least though, finally we're gonna get on this thing, and we'll try to shut it down. The Black Orcs are just gonna demolish these guys with the buff of here we go. The Doom Wheel is gonna try to come here, just get a few good hits against all this tide of infantry. I'm gonna see it straight away. I think I'm gonna drop the effigy of the Git if I'm correct, so it cannot escape. If is that it? Or is it gonna stay and fight? I think it's gonna try and stay and fight against my Goblin Big Boss, which doesn't have Fish of Work at the moment, but yeah, we get back here in case that thing is gonna cause any terror to even goblins and such, and we're gonna start beating the crap out of this thing. I also, okay, I didn't drop the effigy of the Git, I just brought the SQUIGS to provide enough mass for me to pin it down. Skrull has been taking some fire over here, and the Black Orcs are doing quite well, and the Crimson Killers have been targeted down by all the Plague Claw Catapult. This is what you wanna do. I would probably do the same, so only the Ordinary remains over here, and these guys are about to break. We also throw everything we've got with our Goblin Archers onto Skrull, and as you can see, all this peppering fire, constant peppering fire is actually adding up, and we're trying to get some retreating units back. The balance of power tilts a little bit back towards the middle as soon as I shut down this cannon and actually get on top of that Doom Wheel, but as soon as I'm gonna see Skrull over here really tattered, I'm just gonna move my Forest Goblin Spider Riders and the Mage Marauders just for the mass in order to pin both of these things down. So Skrull can't run, he's down to 400 HP, he's gonna also get a summon, yeah that's right, but at least this Doom Wheel is not gonna go anywhere. And Skrull, is he gonna escape? Nope, he's gonna go down. Actually, it doesn't shift the balance of power at all, and that's the main reason for that is because he's been hammering my infantry really hard, so even though I get such a powerful unit like Skrull down, it's still not enough. The Doom Wheel actually wavers over here. Am I gonna use an effigy of the Git or not? Here we go, was being popped over here along with Git back here, so we're just gonna mess all these guys apart. Poison Wind Globadiers have come back. I'm just gonna send my spiders in there to shut it down. He's gonna move in more reserves in order to keep me away from the cannons, but I'm just gonna move whatever I can. Even the Night Goblins have gotten over here, but they just can't manage to shut it down. And yeah, the Queen is back. The Queen is back. He didn't finish it off, it came back from a long walk, and now we're just gonna send it straight into this Plague Claw Catapult, and yeah, it's if anything tries to come back and fight me, it's just gonna tear her out. It's not gonna be good for him. And now the balance of power actually shifts massively in my favor. The Spider Riders are just gonna trying to chase down the Storm Vermin because I don't want these guys to come back, and also I'm just trying to keep that Doom Wheel away from me and my Black Orcs over here. Just gonna send these guys in. The rest of the boys have broken the rest of the forces here, and even if they come back, it's all cheap slaves, but it's actually quite close to the white line, so just gonna give them a chase and come immediately back. Wurzag with the Goblin Big Boss. Oh my dear lord, there was one cannon left because I totally forgot. In the beginning of the match I brought the Mage Marauders and the Spider Riders over here. I didn't engage, I was actually just shooting down the cannon, the catapults, and we managed to destroy 2 pieces before we actually charged in the main line with these guys to provide enough mass to stop the Doom Wheel. So yeah, 2 pieces destroyed by the Mage Marauders and the rest, and the other one, as soon as the Goblin Big Boss came in, he just one-shotted it. It's just the crew remaining over here, and just honestly cheap slaves. What the hell was that? Did I try to get a gaze of Mork and just hit my own units somewhat? So I see the Doom Wheel back here. There's not much he can do at the moment. I'm just gonna... Do I have Mage Marauders or anything of mass? I think I have. No, I don't have it. The Mage Marauders are just wavering. They're probably back here. He's gonna get a good charge on my Night Goblins. The Crimson Killers are immune to psychology, so if they're gonna retreat from anything, is from taking good damage, not the terror. And from here on, I'm just gonna drop the rest of the forces, get back here, I pop another whack, and that Doom Wheel is gonna go down. Plain and simple. So I'm just gonna fast forward over here. I don't think there's much. I was actually quite amazed that like they had like 0 leadership. My leadership was quite healthy. I had Black Orcs, I had a Queen, All they had was just cheap slaves and storm vermin, and the Skaven actually didn't buckle sooner. I would expect like 1 minute earlier for them to retreat, but they actually held. So GG to the poor Skaven. Anyway, so for my forces, the Night Goblins, as you can see with the WA, 124 kills. Yes, it was slaves and sats, but it wasn't all slaves. It was just 4 slaves and the rest was all clan rats. So these guys did the trick. And the Black Orcs, as you can see, amazing as always, except the Crimson Killers, but I'm fine with that. Even though they get only 72 kills, you gotta take into account that the Plague-Claw Catapult was shooting at it constantly, so even getting 72 kills is actually quite amazing, taking into account these things. The Goblin archers just doing their work. You don't expect them from many kills, just HP damage and applying poison. The Goblin Wolf Riders did quite well, just shutting down things wherever they could, either Poison Wind Globadiers or anything else. Death Creepers and not Death Creepers, the Forest Goblin Spider Riders with the Mangy Marauders did quite amazingly, just taking out at least 2 of the pieces from the cannons, from the Plague-Claw Catapult, and also applying the mass wherever needed. And the Squig here, I really actually liked it a lot, because it pinned down that Doom Wheel in place for me. I don't remember where the hell I dropped the effigy. I didn't see the effigies in this match. Possibly I dropped it on Scroll twice when he was fighting Black Orcs, so he couldn't escape. It might have been that. That's why I didn't see the effigy being dropped anywhere, because I only saw the Scroll when he was about to die. And the Spider, quite well. A little bit of a misplay. I think I'm failing miserably lately by micromanaging that thing. Either it's the Spider or the Queen. I was quite good at it, but lately it's not good. I need to up my game. For Dr. Nick or Gobo Slayer, I really liked his army, and he had the greatest idea just with all these, with these 2 Plague-Claw Catapults and the Warp Lightning Cannon. And I think he would have, it would have gone really nice for him if he just kept that Doom Wheel safe. He did a huge mistake sending it after Warzak and the Goblin Big Boss with the Squig here around. So he lost that. Skrulk was all alone. The Doom Wheel should have been around the Black Orcs, just getting as much damage and backing up Skrulk. So yeah, quite a nice build. I liked one use of Storm Vermin. You don't want to go too heavy on them, otherwise the Black Orcs will just destroy them. The Death Runners also, nice addition, just lowering the armor of the Black Orcs. Poison Wind Globadiers, I just love them. They just destroyed my Queen along with this thing, and the Doom Wheel quite okay. So, I really hope you enjoyed, guys. Feel free to leave a like or a comment. Feel free to subscribe if you're not, and hit that notification button. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.